Hello and welcome back. Today we have Platinum Review number 52, Cat Quest. Released in 2017, Cat Quest is an action RPG with real-time combat. Developed by the Gentle Bros and published by P-Cube, Cat Quest features a top-down view of its expansive world of Feline Guard. The game begins with a brief introduction to the history of Feline Guard. Long ago, dragons ravaged the lands. Only cats, known as the Dragonblood, could defeat them. But suddenly, they vanished, never to be seen again. The game then cuts to the main character, as his sister is kidnapped right in front of him by an unknown villain, a white cat. This dark and ominous figure proceeds to wreck the player's ship, leaving him stranded in the middle of the sea. As he clings to the wreckage for dear life, a strange symbol appears on the back of his head, and a blue spirit arrives. The player then awakes on the shore as the spirit introduces himself as Spiri, a guardian spirit. Spiri warns the player that dragons have returned, and they must seek shelter in town. The player then learns the basic controls and action commands as they make their way to Mewtown nearby. Before they can make it, a monster appears, and the player now learns the basics of combat. Each enemy will attack with a particular cadence and area of damage. These must be read to avoid taking damage and countered accordingly for a follow-up attack. The player also has the ability to roll away to dodge the incoming strike. Each town has an inn that the player can rest at in between battles to recover health and save the game. After resting, Spiri calls attention to the fact that the nameless protagonist, who I will refer to as the hero of this adventure, is the strong and silent type, as he won't be talking throughout the game. Spiri decides that it's best to find a mage to better understand the strange marking that appeared, so they head out. During missions, an on-screen arrow will show the direction to follow, and the map can be zoomed out at any time for a better vantage point. The hero can interact and speak with the various NPCs for some additional story details and helpful tips. As they reach the Arcane Temple, the mage instantly recognizes the symbol as that of the Dragonblood. Although these fabled dragon slayers vanished long ago, just having the symbol means the hero can learn magic. Inside the temple, the hero learns Flame Purr, a powerful fire attack that weakens enemies and causes burn damage. Now available is a mana magic meter. Using magic skills will deplete mana, and it can only be recharged from resting, leveling up, or physical attacks on enemies, so magic must be utilized strategically. Completing missions will reward XP for leveling up, and gold for purchases. With this new power, the hero encounters a massive dragon by the Cat Piddle. If you haven't realized yet, Cat Quest is full of cat puns, jokes, and references throughout the game. To the surprise and joy of the locals, the dragon is defeated, as the hero truly appears to be a dragon blood. However, the excitement is cut short, as King Leonardo emerges, demanding that everyone return home before promptly leaving. Available in each town is a quest board. These essentially serve as side missions that can be accessed whenever available and put the main story temporarily on hold. These are the most efficient way to level up and earn gold while exploring the different regions. The missions vary in objective, but generally involve retrieving items, defeating enemies, or interacting with various characters. Oftentimes, the hero will have to enter a nearby dungeon for progression. Contained within these dungeons are numerous enemies and treasure chests. Eliminating all enemies will clear the dungeon. For a trophy, all dungeons must be cleared, and any unfinished ones will have a question mark above them for tracking purposes. The various dungeon chests will reward random armor or weapons. Each has a unique set of stats that either boost defense, physical attack, or magic attack, and can be equipped according to the player's preferred cosmetic style and combat strategy. If an item is in inventory and it is found again, the item will increase in level and gain improved stats. Visiting Kit Kat the blacksmith is another way to upgrade your weapons. In exchange for gold, the player can buy either a cheap and low tier upgrade or an expensive and high tier one. For a trophy, you must obtain 66 different weapons and armor. While exploring, the hero will encounter monuments spread across the lands. These reveal some additional lore, and all must be found for a trophy. Those undiscovered will have a question mark above them for tracking purposes. After a bunch of exploring, the villainous White Cat will emerge, and a battle ensues. He is defeated, but unfortunately was only a weak clone. He introduces himself as Dracoth and proceeds to monologue about all the misfortune he has caused to Feline Guard. Like Jigsaw, Dracoth wants to play a game, and challenges the hero to gain more power and defeat his 3 dragons. Do that, and he will set the hero's sister free. At this point, the main quest line takes a back seat, and is a relatively short experience. Each of Dracoth's 3 dragons represent a difficulty spike that requires substantial leveling up, as well as the completion of some unique quests, just to be able to access the battles. From here, the player will spend the majority of the gameplay exploring, completing side quests, learning lore, dungeon crawling, earning XP to level up, boosting equipment, discovering and leveling up different magical skills, and uncovering secrets. With each increasing level, more side quests and dungeons become available in preparation for the next dragon battle. Doing everything there is to do in Feline Guard is not only the platinum progression, but it is the gameplay experience, as the main story is just a fraction of everything there is to complete. After a while, the hero is finally ready to challenge the Flame Dragon. With his increased power and skills, the Flame Dragon is no problem, earning a trophy. Dracoth is impressed, but 2 dragons still remain. They then track Dracoth to some old ruins. Spiri explains that these ruins and all of their world was created by the Old Masters, or at least that is the fairy tale told. Clearing this dungeon triggers a memory from one of the Old Masters, Alias. They learn that Alias created the dragon blood by infusing dragon magic into cats. With more questions than answers, they head out in search of the next dragon, the Ice Dragon. Unfortunately, this is found in the middle of a giant lake and is unreachable. From here, the hero and Spiri continue to explore until reaching Pot City. With the help of the local governor, they set out on a series of quests to learn the secret to walking on water. Eventually, they are successful, opening up a whole new world of exploration and access to the Ice Dragon. After an intense battle, the Ice Dragon is slain, and a trophy is earned. With just one dragon left, Speary and the hero set out to gain even more power. With the ability to walk on water, many more islands and hidden areas are now reachable. One of these, to the extreme south, Founders Island, was a really great Easter egg, as the inhabitants are actually the developers of the game itself, the Gentle Bros. They break the fourth wall and provide some really cool background information about the game. They even send the hero on a seemingly easy level 1 quest. However, this is a trick, as the enemies within the nearby dungeon are extremely difficult. With enough persistence, these are defeated, and one of the best items in the game is unlocked, the Golden Key. This will unlock any golden chest found in dungeons, allowing for full completion. Previously, there were numerous instances where these golden chests were found, and unfortunately, left locked. With the Golden Key, these can now be opened. Speary and the hero now continue their adventure, clearing dungeons, opening golden chests, and completing side quests. One particular side quest, involving Kara Loft, a raider of tombs, led to the discovery of some very interesting information. They learn that the first ever Dragon Blood was none other than Dracoth himself. But this once again leaves them with more questions than answers. After a while, Speary and the hero discover the location of the third dragon. Unfortunately, the path to it is blocked until they learn the ability to fly. so they head to Windmew City. Here, a strange bush speaks to them and requests their help in exchange for teaching the hero to fly. They agree and enter a memory triggered by the largest tree in the city, which provides more details on the Old Masters. They return to the bush, who now has all of its own memories back. It reveals that long ago, the Old Masters desired the magic of the dragons that occupied these lands. The kind dragons agreed, in return for their help in times of need. But when that time came, the Old Masters betrayed their deal, leading to the Dragon War. Angry from its newly remembered past, the bush transforms into a dragon, and a fight ensues. Taking it down unlocks the ability to fly. With only the final dragon standing in the way of rescuing his sister, the hero battles the arcane dragon. After taking it down and earning a trophy, Dracoth tells the hero to meet him back where it all began. In preparation for the final showdown, the hero explores the remaining dungeons and takes on various side quests, including one with a really fun hint about a potential sequel. One with a shout out to another Gentle Bros game, Slashy Hero. And one about Santa Claus. The hero will eventually discover and learn 7 unique magical skills, and getting them all will earn a trophy. These include Flame Purr, Healing Paw, Light Neon, Cat Trap, Freeze Paw, Purr Cirque, and Astro Paw. Each of these can be leveled up to 10, but there are no trophies associated with doing so. Speary then enlists the help of her grandfather to gain even more power. Her grandfather provides the location of more old ruins that, once cleared, trigger memories of the Old Masters. At the end of the Dragon War, the other Old Masters turned on Alias, as they believed he desired to use his creations, the Dragon Blood, to claim the throne for himself. In another memory, they learn that Dracoth seeks to free Master Alias, who has been trapped in the Zero Dimension. In order to break him free, they need power. Finally, the hero is ready to take on Dracoth and rescue his sister, so he heads to Dragon Void and enters the Zero Dimension. Inside, Dracoth plays mind games with the hero, as he can't even recognize his own sister. Then, a shocking revelation, as Dracoth informs the hero that he has no sister. Everything was just an illusion to motivate the hero to gain power. Not only that, but it turns out that Spiri was working for Dracoth the entire time, ensuring the hero continued along the path to power. Dracoth intends to kill the hero, as only the blood spilled of a powerful being can set Alias free from the Zero Dimension. They then do battle, and luckily, Dracoth's plan has backfired, as the hero now has too much power, and easily emerges victorious. However, Dracoth's plan does not go unfulfilled. As he was slain, his blood was powerful enough to open the Zero Dimension's barrier and release Alias. Unfortunately, we don't learn the full ramifications of this, as Spiri and the hero escape the Zero Dimension, but Alias is nowhere to be found. Despite his betrayal, Spiri is forgiven, and they team up once again. In the epilogue, Spiri and the hero learn the reason for Dracoth's actions. Dracoth was Alias's cat, and together they forged an unbreakable friendship. Spiri and the hero wonder what exactly has been released, and the game ends. After completing the main story and earning the trophies for defeating each of the 3 dragons, all that is left for the Platinum is cleanup. These include obtaining 66 weapons and armor, locating all monuments, completing all 62 side quests, clearing all 52 dungeons, and reaching level 99. To finish off those last couple of levels, the Hidden Cave dungeon provided the quickest path to level 99 for me. Cat Quest does allow for replay, with either a Mew game, which is starting over from scratch, or New Game Plus, complete with some extra unique rewards, but there is no trophy for either one. Overall, Cat Quest was a simple but sweet action RPG, full of charm and of course, many cat puns. While the main story was short, the progression to reach the dragon served as the majority of the gameplay experience, and was a fun-filled adventure. While some missions got a bit repetitive, there was enough variation with 7 unique magic skills and a wide variety of armor and weapons to spice things up and provide yourself with an additional challenge, especially if equipping the crappy armor. The dialogue was funny, even if a bit cheesy at times, but that was part of the charm for me. At times, Speary would draw attention to some obvious details that accompany typical RPGs, and would even say some pretty shocking things. The Gentle Bros breaking the fourth wall was a really cool Easter egg, and some dungeons were deceptively difficult. Whether it was searching for pirate treasure, fending off catnipped crazed villagers, or battling dragons, Cat Quest was a blast from start to finish. While it is not the most complex or diverse RPG, it is exactly as expected. A relaxing and chill game you can lose yourself in without getting overwhelmed or stressed out, and just have a ton of fun with its unique story and fun characters. I recommend this game for anyone that is a fan of action RPGs, as this is one that can be completed in relatively short order. Whether you are a fan of cats or dogs, the game can be enjoyed by all, especially with the follow-up Cat Quest 2 building upon the foundation of this game and expanding the Cat Quest universe. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time for Platinum Review number 53.